stretch in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The run inside, it's Walton. Picks up the first down. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Walton. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Now here's Carr. Into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the counter play here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Works the middle. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the air. It's Sayin. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the...
Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Sayin to throw. Got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver. And it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
The extra point here with... Oh, and the extra point is blocked. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Mobley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action, Carr. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, what a cut! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Walton. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He might want another play. Above the noise. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Booster!
Say it. Good timing on the quick out. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Has it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. To throw, it's Carr. He lost one down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's not afraid to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He wants to change this route. C.J. Carr firing again. Got the quick pass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Carr takes the easy completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air again, Carr. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Walton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Run in the red zone. It's Walton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
He's done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Makes a grab. Touchdown, Irish. They take the lead here in the 2nd half. On to attempt the try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throw it, say it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Walton. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. Here's Carr to throw. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left, or he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
Carr on play action. Steps away. Fires on the move. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he tacked on the extra point. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Carr. Zings it complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Now here's Carr. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They just keep firing. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Say it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's caught. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sayin back to the air. Here comes the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
This time on target. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. From the gun on third down, Sayin. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And how about this defense taking care of business, keeping...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fourth down, Sayin. Throws it deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got him. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
At the 38-yard line. Right, go.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it.